Good morning, children. This is Namita Basnotra, and I'm here again with a new video of least common multiple. As the topic says, I will be teaching you a number of ways to find least common multiple in this video. But before that, I want that you should have a clear idea of what is a multiple. I want that you should also know that how to find common multiples, and then finally we will learn how to find least common multiple. So shall we begin? First, we understand what is a least common multiple. What do we mean by it? So least common multiple is a method to find the smallest common multiple between any two numbers. And children, I can also change the smallest, and instead I can say the first common multiple, right? So the smallest, the least, and the first are all one and the same thing. To find LCM by the prime factorization, and I would like you to solve the questions using this method when you cannot do it mentally. So let's write the first number. Find the LCM of 42 and 36. So the first number is 42. You have to draw the grid like this, the way it is drawn over here, and then start solving it. So and then 36. I have written both the numbers here, right? And while writing, if you feel that your grid is becoming smaller, you can always extend the line and make it look beautiful. Okay, and then after writing the question, in this you will be, since it is a prime factorization, so this prime word is very important. You can only use the prime factors of it, or the numbers which are the prime numbers, and then write. So do you remember some prime numbers, everyone? Yes, you're right, it is 2 or 3 is the next, then 5, okay, then 7, after that 11, and so on. So you will be, these are the prime numbers that you have to have it in your mind clearly. And let's start with, and then also you have to use those shortcuts that you have learned in class 5, test of divisibility, to apply here. So I know that I will be taking 2. Why 2 is an because 42 is an even number and 36 also an even number, so that means it is divisible by 2. So let me write now, let me divide it by 42. Let me divide 42 by 2. I'll get 21. Very good, you also got it. And what will be the answer here? It will be 18. Excellent, children, if you're getting the same answer. After that, I look at the numbers, and these are not the even numbers. So I'll check whether they are divisible by 3. So for that, you have to add these two numbers. 2 plus 1 is 3. And here I will add, I'm getting 3. So that means it is divisible by 3. And now 1 plus 8 is 9. And 9 also comes in the table of 3. So that means both the numbers here are divisible by 3. So my next prime number that I can take is 3. So 3, how many are 21? 3 7 the 21, and 3, yes, tell me, 6 are 18. So up till here, is it clear? Now if I move to further ahead, I find that now I have 7 and 6, and 7 and 6 are what, children? They are co-primes. Can you see they are co-primes? So if you get co-primes in the end, I would suggest you that you stop finding LCM there itself, okay, because they're co-primes. So what will I do? So there is no need to go on writing 7 here and keep continuing the question. You can leave it here. And now when you find the LCM, remember, let me make an L here for you, okay. So this is from here till here. What does that mean? That you will be multiplying the prime factors on your left hand side and the numbers which are left as co-prime, all these together to find the LCM. So I want you to multiply 2 into 3 into 7 Now let me make this 7 neater 7 into 6 and find. Multiply and give me the answer. Come on, I'm waiting. Yes. Is it 252, children? If you got 252, excellent. So children, the LCM of 42 and 36 is 252. So that is the LCM. So in the end, I want you to write here that LCM of, write the answer statement, that LCM of or LCM is equal to 252. So children, let's learn how to find the LCM of three numbers, and here there is something very important that I'm going to teach you. So let's write down first the numbers here. First thing is you have to make the grid like this, the way I have made. Can you see? I'm overwriting it to show it to you. You have to draw these lines, and you can keep adding these lines as the question continues, right? So after that, let's quickly copy, and I'll take the red ink and start writing. So my first number is 32, comma, second is 45, and the third one is 60. Now the LCM is least common multiple is lenient. Okay, why it is lenient? L for lenient, that it allows you to even take a number, a prime factorization number, for which can divide two digits also, two numbers out of three. So you can also divide two numbers out of three. If you get a number which can divide 3 on 3, beautiful, right? So that is the best. But if you don't get all the three numbers can be divided, if you find that, then you can also continue dividing any two numbers out of the three, and then keep finding the prime, keep continuing your prime factorization. So let's begin, and before we begin, you remember that we have to only find the only do the prime factors. And what are the prime numbers that we can use to factorize this? That is 2, 3, and we have done it so many times, and 5, and so on. So we will be using the same prime numbers to factorize it. And second thing is, like if you have three numbers 1, 2, and 3, so 1 LCM is lenient. It gives you a facility that you can hit just 2 and move on. Okay, like in HCF we were doing all the three, but here we can also take 2. Now you would say, can I take 1? So I would say that if you have to take only 1, then stop and multiply all of them. Okay, the one on this side and the one on this side. So no point wasting time if you have only if you are not finding anything common in them. Then common multiples means you should be at least using two numbers to find the common multiples. I hope I am clear in this, and with this we will be solving this question. So let me just clear the screen. Okay, so let's begin. So first number that I will take is 2 and see what is happening. So I have 32, an even number here, so 32 can be divided. It is a factor of 32, and I look at 45 here, that is not an even number, so that means 45 cannot be divided. So we'll see, I'll teach you what to do with this. And then we have the third number as 60, which is an even number, and 60 can be divided by 2. So let's begin, children. So so 2 how many are 32? Yes, you're right, 16. And now I know that since I cannot divide 45, I will bring 45 as it is. Okay, you will write 45 as it is, and after that we will move to the third number. So wherever you are not dividing, that number will come down as it is, and the other number will be divided. They will get little smaller than the first one and little smaller than the first one, but then this number will be the same. Clear? So now with this, let me just clear the screen. Okay, so let's continue writing. So we will, what are we going to write here? So 60, that means 2 and half of 60 is 30. So every time you don't have to use a table, you can do it half mentally and then carry on, okay? So 30. Now let's move to the next. And next is, so I have here 16. Okay, this 16 is not looking so beautiful, but let me make it beautiful. Then I have 45 and then I have 30. So clearly I can see that I can take the table of 5. So now I am going to bring 16 down as it is. And then I will be using 5 9s are 45 and then 5 6s is 30. I could have taken 2 here, but I'm skipping that just to tell you that if the order gets changed, like if you don't take 2, you come to 5, then it really doesn't matter. We can take 2 over here also. So the order of it looks good if we go from 2, 3, 5 in order, but if in your question you will not take 2 now and you take 2 later, the answer remains same. Clear, children? And why I'm taking 2 here? Because I can clearly see there is one even number here 16 and one even number here 6. So let's take 2 here and see what happens. So 2, how many are 16? 2 8s are 16. Very good. 2 table is easy. Everyone remembers that. So and 9 doesn't come in the table of 2. So I will write 9 as it is. And then we have 6. So 2 3s are 6. Now again we have 8 as left over here alone, but 9 and 3 they both are coming in the table of, yes, 3, you're right. So that means 8 will come down as it is. We will not bother 8, but yes, we will reduce 9. 3 3s are 9, so I'll put it 3 here, and 3 1s are 3. Now after this I can clearly see that these numbers are co-primes. Are they or they are not? So I'm leaving for you to co-primes. Co-prime means they don't have any common factor. So this is a time when I will be multiplying. Let me change the color here. All these that you see on this side, I will be taking all these numbers here on this side. I'll be multiplying them, and I will also be multiplying all the numbers here on this side. So remember, LCM also gives you that L trick. What is that L trick? Make the L. That means you have to multiply all the numbers here and all the numbers here. But when you do HCF is, we don't have any line here. So HCF means you will be only taking numbers which are on this side. So that is a L and H trick that I am teaching you. Okay. So let me again clear the screen. Okay. So now let's continue finding the LCM, children. So the LCM is, you will be first writing all the numbers here that are to be multiplied. So 2 multiplied by 5. And what is the next number? Again 2. I'll write here 2. This green color is looking nice here. And after that I will be writing 3. And then I will be writing 8. After that I will be writing 3. And I can avoid writing 1 because if I know I'll multiply by 1, I'll get the same number, right? And when you find the product of these, that will be your least common multiple of 32. Oh, look at this M. So that will be the least common multiple of 32, 45 and 60. And I'm giving you some time to quickly calculate and give me the answer. So I'm waiting. I know that will take more time to solve. So is your answer 1, 4, 4, 0? If your answer is 1, 4, 4, 0, that's a correct answer. So let me tell you what does this mean. This means that when you will say the table of 32 and you will say the table of here. So let me just tell you what does this mean. Okay, when you say the table of 32 and then 45 and 60. So you will go on saying the table of 32 and you will the first number that you will get common in all these three tables will be 1440. So you will go on saying the table and you will go on multiplying, writing the multiples of 32, writing the multiples of 45 and 60, and the first number that you get in common is 1440. Okay, fine children. So with find LCM of some more numbers, you can give the numbers to yourself, or you can take your textbook and pick up some questions from there and practice these questions. Okay, so this is Namita Basnotra. Thank you for watching the video. Bye bye.